Saying sit down, Jacob. Dragon Ball.
Z?
Yeah. All right, 156. Yeah, so cliffhanger, Cell gets punched in the stomach. New episode 156,
Yep.
Vegeta toys with him and says that one was free.
I love these original dubs.
Yeah,
I love the original dubs.
This is also the episode where he announces he's Super Vegeta, so lots of great dubbing.
Vegeta's like, he is totally overwhelming Cell. Like, Cell, by the way, was already pretty powerful before he absorbs before the androids, he was already at par, if not stronger than anyone else in the battlefield. He then absorbs the android, becomes even more powerful. Vegeta is even more powerful than that transformation. Like, now he's beating him by a lot, which is why you're like, where are these? You really wish that there was a way to see it.
Well, it's about the narrative. Narratively, what's happening here is Imperfect Cell is getting wrecked.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy. He does not get a chance. Like, Imperfect Cell gets wrecked by 16.
Yeah.
Then Semi-Perfect Cell gets wrecked by Tien, now wrecked by Vegeta.
Yeah.
Like, it is not... This form never actually is stronger. That's what's so weird after having an absorption.
He's always stronger for a second when like 16 attacks him.
Yeah.
And then we get a flashback of Trunks going to time chamber with awesome imagery of like his father's rage and he felt it and like all his pressure and like this is how he like... Basically, they're like diamonds. The way Vegeta trains like diamonds. It's just like harsh conditioning until you become this perfect thing versus other people's technique. I don't think anyone besides Vegeta puts themselves through personal hell to become basically what they think the best fighter is.
Yep.
You know, that's his way of doing it.
I realized one of the reasons I like this show while watching this episode is that it's very similar to listening to music with my dad, which is before things even happen, he's telling you what to expect and why it's important. And like, this was fascinating because really, it's like 5 minutes into the episode before you're even seeing Vegeta start wrecking Cell.
Yeah.
You get commentary from Piccolo, like, why is Vegeta toying with Cell? It's like, I haven't seen him toying with Cell. It seems like a fair-ish fight.
It's because most likely he can just destroy him. He's not. Like,
but,
I mean, that's Piccolo must be able to sense how much power.
But what's interesting
both of
is
them have.
Piccolo tells the audience, and I think Trunks does the same thing.
Yeah.
And again, you get this commentary before you even see the thing happen, which is... I think kind of dramatic, and watching it when you're younger and everything, it's like...
I mean, that is part of it, is they have to tell you what's going on. Also, I like how Tien is excited that Vegeta is beating him, but then Piccolo is kind of upset. Which is funny, because Vegeta was upset that Piccolo got so powerful so quickly, and now, which also people don't know, Piccolo will soon go in the time chamber himself, because he's pretty pissed that everyone's getting more powerful. Poor Piccolo. Just like, he's in this like horrible rut where he'll just never be powerful enough for a while.
Too bad. Should have gone in the chamber. Why didn't you go in, Piccolo? Like,
you
know, you were the strongest.
I mean, here's a better question. Why a week before the androids come did they not do this? Why were they not using this a week before the androids came? They could have got so powerful between the week before. Because they could have trained for a while. Anyway, whatever.
But honestly, I was thinking about that later. Like, if Piccolo's the strongest, why would he not go in? Episode 157.
157. Krillin's down on the island. He's got the remote. Will he use it? Spoilers, he will not use it, so I don't know why this remote's here, but it's this whole plot thing. Like, Vegeta's like so confident in his abilities right now. It's the normal Saiyan thing. We haven't seen. I'm trying to think. I don't think Vegeta's done this though in like Dragon Ball Super. I think he's learned since then not to be as cocky about this. I think he takes people down quicker.
Vegeta and Trunks, when they go in the hyperbolic time chamber, they are training for the androids.
Yep, not even Cell.
Not the Cell.
Yeah.
So they are pretty OP to beat any androids, and when they show up, they're also stronger than all. But he doesn't even know what Imperfect Cell was, so I don't know that Vegeta understands the magnitude of the upgrade from absorbing 17, and then what would happen with 18.
That's why I think he. That's
hubris. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
A formative moment for Vegeta in general that he's, you know. Not only toying is one thing, but then he decides basically not to end Cell, but to let him, have this upgrade, and obviously he gets a lot of flack for this from everyone else. But what's about to happen, I think, is a failure from everyone in the saga. Like, Krillin's got the remote, Vegeta lets it happen. Goku could have trained in the hyperbolic time chamber first. Why did he tell Vegeta to go first? So it's like everyone's really at fault here.
I do want to point out really quick, there was also a cool underwater fight in this episode. I just want to say I really enjoyed. Like, we don't get many of those, honestly. We get those every once in a while. But, like, especially now, I mean, we're not going to get anything because the Cell tournament's all going to be on land. So, like, it's just a cool little fight thing, and which we'll then move into our last episode we're talking about now, which is 158. I guess in this one, Vegeta's still beating him up. And Krillin gets close enough to get the remote to work. Does this whole thing with 18 where instead of doing it, he destroys the remote. He's like, do you remember this? I can stop you. Destroys it because of, I want to blame him, but Krillin just wants a pretty someone to like him, and I think that's this whole thing. And at least it leads to something.
Because of a peck on the cheek.
Yep.
Ethically, 18 didn't kill anyone. I guess maybe some civilians, like bad.
Most of them were pretty bad civilians.
But it does change things. If 18 had killed one of the Z fighters, I think this would be a little bit different, and Toriyama didn't write it that way.
Yeah, exactly. Cell also promises Vegeta the fight of his life if he allows this absorption to happen, so this is when Vegeta really is okay with it. Now, Trunks goes Super Saiyan and tries to stop Cell. And for a while, Vegeta's weirdly okay with it. Like, I don't know, Vegeta's like not happy with Trunks doing it, but he's also not upset about it. But then, like, Cell sees the androids and then makes his move. And then that's basically it. The minute Cell has eyes on them, it doesn't matter if Trunks really was going to try to stop him. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, well, Trunks, I think, serves the role of being, one, kind of the audience's voice and what everybody wants someone to do, but then also being Vegeta's foil, because he's always... This is like the 5th time in the series that he's, going in front of Vegeta. Like, I can't let you do this, Father. That role exclusively, and so we all know this isn't really going to work out. But
so tell us below, if you had that remote and you were Krillin, would you stop Android 18, or would you go like he did? Would you risk it all for that kiss?